All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich CELENZA. Thanks for checking out the Rich CELENZA clothes. Clothes, I said. Wow. I'm going to be talking about clothes, but I blew it. I'm going to keep it in there. I kind of like it. Anyways, thanks for checking out the Rich CELENZA show. What I'm going to be talking about actually is, do the patterns on your clothes match correctly? So I've done other podcasts, even personally on video, and I've done them just audio, and they seem to get a lot of recognition, I guess you could say. The last one I did on clothes was stop forcing your clothes to match, something like that, because a lot of people think their clothes are matching and they're way off, or they're kind of close but they're off as well. So you may even be wearing two different blacks, and one's a certain pattern, or not a pattern, a certain sheen, I guess you could say, and the other one's another one, and it just doesn't match. That happens with white as well a lot of times. People think, oh, I'm going to just wear white. There are different levels of white. Even cream kind of blends in there, ivory, and different things. But if you're wearing all white, a lot of times you kind of look like an ice cream man to a certain degree. Women can pull off different things, so I guess that would be mainly for men. But still, when you kind of force colors to match is what I was saying, or you overly match, where you wear all yellow and you look like a banana. I'm wearing all red, you look like an apple. I goof around and use fruits, or you're wearing all orange and you look like an orange, where you're just overly matched from your shoes to your socks to your pants to your whatever else you're wearing. It's just overdone, and I know a lot of people like to do that, especially the elderly, no joke, and a lot of golfers, I guess you could say, do that. And you know what? More power to you. If you like to do that, you could do whatever you want. I just think after a while, I don't think it works very well after a certain amount of time. That's just my opinion. Again, you can do whatever you want. But in this, podcast, what I want to talk about are the patterns specifically on your clothes. Because I see a lot of guys, especially in Florida, I guess you could say, because that's where I've been the last year and a half the most. And you're on vacation, a lot of people that come here, tourists, or even a lot of people are moving here, and they don't match up their clothes correctly because of the patterns that they're wearing. Again, it could be their shorts not matching with their shirt, or vice versa. It could be, for instance, let's just go with a Hawaiian type shirt. A lot of people, or a Colombian or a Cuban type shirt they wear as well. And some of these shirts have different things on them. And then they're wearing shorts that don't match the colors as well with that. I see a lot of guys even wearing dress pants sometimes with certain patterns on their shirt that just are, the shirt doesn't match. Not only that, but the patterns on the shirt don't match. And even stripes a lot of times on shirts. Some people are wearing them up and down. The pants, they're wearing them up and down. Their shirts are going left to right. It looks like I don't even know what they're doing. And I think what's happening more and more, in just my opinion, I can't explain all the different wacky patterns. I'd have to show them. But I think, casual wear, or I guess you could say, casual wear, or, vacation wear, whatever you want to say, is becoming more and more the norm. And what it is they're kind of blending a lot of their clothes that were meant to be like for the beach, hypothetically, maybe even golfing, maybe even, just something you'd wear around the house, and they're kind of wearing that out, and they're kind of trying to blend it with whatever else they have at that moment. And I see this in Florida a lot because people underestimate how hot it is here. So they get here, and before you know it, they're going out to dinner literally in swim trunks that have funky patterns with a plain t-shirt, which doesn't match at all. And, swim trunks a lot of times, as you know, they have funky patterns or different things. That's kind of meant to be worn just as itself. Now, you can match funky patterns. That's what I'm going to talk about on this. You just have to usually go with a solid, all right? But make sure the colors, the main two colors of the shirt or pants, let's use, for example, because usually not a lot of people are wearing pants that are, have a lot of things on them. But if you're wearing pants, for instance, and you're wearing a blue type of shirt, a Hawaiian shirt, let's just say, for instance, we want to make sure those pants match that blue shirt and a little bit of what's on that shirt. We want it to look nice. You can kind of tell when somebody has their shit together and knows how to travel with certain types of clothes. I'm sure you've been to the airport. I'm sure you've been to the beach. You can just tell. You can also tell a lot of, I should say, men more than women, because they look like a mess. Not only that, a lot of their clothes don't fit them, so the patterns aren't matching, and the shirt's too tight. It looks like it's going to pop out, or their belly's too big. You got to make sure all these things are kind of working for you. And I'm going to wrap it up with this, too. A lot of patterns make people look a lot heavier And if you want to look heavy, God bless. But a lot of you don't realize even the stripes again on your shirt, the way they're going across your chest or across your belly, it accents your whole body and almost makes you look a lot heavier than you really are. So you just really need to pay attention to these things and throw shit out that doesn't work anymore for you. I think people hold on to their clothes for way too long. I just did an Instagram reel on this, that clothes are disposable for the most part. A lot of them need to go. They become outdated. They become too worn. You outgrow them. You may get too heavy. You may get too thin, but people hold on to them. So not only do these patterns look kind of whack on the shirt, which could be cool if worn correctly, but then all of a sudden you're wearing up with, say, a nice pair of shorts, but your shirt has been worn 1,000 times. It looks destroyed. It may even match, but it just looks really rough. It's got stains under the pits. The collar's destroyed. And here's what I'll officially wrap this up with. I'm trying to keep this short. Even if you have casual clothes, casual wear, whatever you want to say, a button-up fun shirt, fun shorts, whatever you're wearing out there, get them tailored. I'm telling you, it will go a long way. Most dudes don't spend the money. They buy a button-up casual beach, whatever, with patterns or whatever type of shirts you're buying. And they just put it on because they think it's fun, it's cool, and it is. But if it still doesn't fit you correctly, it looks like shit. I don't care if you buy a Tommy Bahama shirt, I'm just telling you, and you spend $100 to $200 on it. Just because you spent that much money on it and put it on your body does not mean it looks that great on you. Yeah, the shirt may look good, or people notice the shirt because of the uniqueness of it or because it's a Tommy Bahama. It doesn't necessarily mean it looks great on you. So we want to make sure all your clothes always fit you correctly, regardless what you wear, but we also want to make sure the patterns and the colors work as well. Okay? You got any questions or comments, you can hit me up. I'm at richcelenza.com or masteringselfconfidence.com. I call working from the outside in. I try to help a lot of dudes, and do not underestimate your shoes or your flip-flop or your sandals. Make sure they kind of work, and also make sure your feet aren't destroyed. I see so many dudes in Florida, and I lived in California, even when traveling, nice outfits, right? They look great, and all of a sudden they would decide to wear a sandal, which whatever, you could do whatever you want, or out to even dinner sometimes. I see this a lot, especially now more than ever during COVID. Even at the beach, and their feet look destroyed. Their toenails look whack. The sandals look worn out, and everything looks nice. And that looks like it almost looks like I don't know if they've been beat up in the gym, but their sandals just look really faded, and their feet look horrible. Pay attention to these type of things. All right, take care.